What's up, YouTube? Everyone in the world, how's it going? Bedhead Betty here. Kind of talk to you about Halo Infinite a little bit. What's going on with it? And for those of you who don't know, the development cycle for Halo Infinite has been a complete mess. It's been all over the place. There was a lot of fan skepticism right when the first trailer dropped. Was it E3, I think, or some Microsoft conference, the one where Halo Infinite was the only thing that people were excited for until they saw it, and then the beta came out for it wasn't even a beta. I don't know if you can say it was a beta because it was mostly bot matches till they opened up multiplayer like at the last minute, and people's hopes and everything were like more settled. Like I don't know why exactly, but the game looked better. Game looked better than what they had showcased. And now I see a lot of discourse talking about this latest news. I'm here to tell you the insider scoop I've done from all of my research here in the corner of my bedroom. So the latest news was that there's going to be stuff hidden, like taken out of the game. So excuse me, I have hair all over the place. There's going to be things taken out of the game on launch. I think the two things that were focused on to be taken out were Forge. Was it co-op? I don't know if it was cooperative co-op or co-op as a whole. So the only thing that's supposed to be in the game is campaign, the paid-for campaign, and the free multiplayer that's going to be coming. They say free Season 1 multiplayer, which gets me a little unexcited for the future of the multiplayer for it, but free multiplayer and the campaign. And there's all these debates of like whether or not it's necessary or anything, but the important one we're talking about is why. Why are those things taken out of the game? Well, out of everything, campaign and co-op need to go together. So if you're going to have one without the other, you can't have the co-op without the campaign. So if there's going to not be some balances for a co-op, then take it out, right? Logical solution, you're only going to have the campaign there, and co-op will have be a free DLC later down the road. Forge, same thing. If you can't get the proper map creation and everything and all the assets and everything aren't in there, don't include it. Makes total sense. And why is multiplayer there? Why is there such an emphasis on the free multiplayer that's going to be there? And it's the whole problem with games as a service type of shit. So games as a service is you make a game, it comes out kind of beta-ish, incomplete, and you release it, and then you just make general improvements as it goes along, and you get more money and traction for the game. That's why the multiplayer is being made. This game will not sell without a multiplayer. It's a whole fucking reason you play it. Anybody who plays Halo just for the campaign, nobody does that anymore. You go on Halo 3 on a PC and Master Chief Collection, those servers are up. Easy to find a match. Easy as hell to find a match. Tons of people are still on there. I don't know about on Xbox. I haven't had Xbox in a long time. But it's on there because it's going to generate money. So there's a whole bunch of things that they're discussing, and 343 is making these kind of excuses of like, oh, we didn't want to make everything, we wanted to kind of, I forget the exact words because it's a quote from the 343's director. Something about we didn't want to delay the game any further because we wanted to give the fans what they wanted, things like that. That's not why multiplayer's out. Not at all why it's out. It's out there to make money. Period. The end. That's why it's free. They'll get more people. All they got to go. Oh, if anybody who's gonna buy the Halo campaign is gonna buy the Halo campaign. People will not buy the game just for the multiplayer. They'll wait for it to go on sale if they can. And then they get the campaign as a bonus. But if the multiplayer is free and they don't buy the campaign, then, oh, you know what? Classic Master Chief armor for $5? Sure. Skin for my assault rifle, Halo 1 skin? All right. Stuff like that. I'm going to start getting, was it like Ori Will-o-the-Wisp inspired type of armor colorations? Oh, it's that type of shit that they're trying to aim for. So the answer why multiplayer is the focus is because it's the moneymaker. It's why they're not doing anything for the fans that way. You know, this isn't to shit on 343. This is just talking reality for anybody who's out there wondering what the hell's going on. Forge and everything probably aren't complete because the assets aren't ready to go in there. Or there's some buggy issues with it. Co-op, there's probably not a balance, so it's not ready. I would be, and then overall, as the campaign, I'm surprised the multiplayer is not coming out and then the campaign's coming out later. I'm surprised because the multiplayer does not run well on last gen hardware. Like it runs, if you have a 1S, it's got 30 FPS ish. It looks really muddy. It doesn't look great. It's on 1080p. It's like 720 below in some sections, especially in motion. And the campaign, their multiplayer maps are small. The multiplayer maps are really small. To bitch about Digital Foundry, I was watching their video. I was getting a lot of information from the multiplayer because I've seen a lot of clips of multiplayer, but I was seeing a lot of the technical stuff from them. To bitch about them, like they talked about like how these maps need to be small because Halo's never a big. Like Valhalla was a huge map. What was that desert one in Halo 3? Huge maps. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, like not huge maps. But compared to other multiplayers, Halo is not a huge map right now. There's not a lot of draw distance. There's only a certain amount of players that are going to be on there, so there's only going to be a certain amount of like moving parts in the maps. How's campaign going to look? I don't know. This is supposed to be a big, expansive open world game. I don't know. It's also developed for the previous gen and next gen. Is that going to hold it back? A lot more in the campaign than the multiplayer. The multiplayer, doesn't seem like it's held back significantly in the multiplayer. Other than stagnant maps, like you can't change from one map to the other. Something like that. Or there isn't like just a quick swap to it. That could be something that's possible if it was just the next gen stuff, or current gen stuff, whatever. So I'm surprised that the campaign is even coming out on time. Well, I'll have to see that. I'm excited to see. I'm not going to be buying the Halo campaign. I'll be playing the multiplayer, but I'm excited to see like how they're actually going to get the multiplayer to be up and running, because that's a mystery. You know, are they not going to have a lot of enemies on the screen? There's already like frame rate drops when you're turning and stuff on Series X, older gen hardware. I don't know how that's going to be running any of the campaign, but I'd be curious to see. So let me know your comments, thoughts down below. And yeah, and that's it. Till then, have a nice day. And what should I do? Some fanboy stuff? Yeah, go Sony. Go Sony, even though they're a bunch of idiots too. Go Valve. There we go.